We're Sky and Garrett, and we're taking on India with our friend Jonathan. 4 cities in 6 days. It's day 5 of a lightning-fast trip, and we're running on fumes as we wake up for a 6 a.m. train.
Happy, bro.
Good morning, friends. We woke up at 5 to get here by 6, and unfortunately the train has been delayed. So now we're gonna have to wait until 7:10 a.m. We've got a nice little waiting room in this first SAC class area. I am very tired though.
We made it! It's like we have a little apartment to ourselves. We got 2 bunk beds just for me and Garrett. Jonathan's in his own little cabin a few doors down. Stripped off the sheets from the prior residents, and they should come through with fresh sheets for us. I'm also awkwardly holding the door open because it smells a little bit in here, so we're airing it out.
Fresh blankets! Nice to also have small bills, because that way you can tip the guys who are giving you different sheets and stuff. 500 is simply too big. Bathroom and the view from bed is not bad.
Good morning! Oh, I slept pretty much the whole train ride. Always recommend AC1 class. It's worth the extra few dollars.
We made it to Jodhpur, grabbed a cheap tuk-tuk, and found our way to the hotel.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. Right now, I'm on top of the hotel's rooftop. Behind me, you can see Mehrangarh Fort, as well as some of the blue buildings that Jodhpur is well known for. Bye!
Now it's time to rest up before a full day of exploring Jodhpur tomorrow. See you in the morning. Good morning! Today we have a full day of exploring Jodhpur.
We're gonna be going to the fort, checking out the markets, and we've got a walking tour in the Blue City. We've made it to the first stop on our tour, the Mehrangarh Fort. The collection of different architectural styles is absolutely stunning. This fort actually has had additions made to it over the last 500 years.
I'm really enjoying this fort because it also has a museum that stored so many beautiful relics. It's such a holistic picture of the life and times of the Mughals in the 1500s. It's all glittery and gold, it's beautiful. The ceiling looks like it has Christmas tree ornaments.
This epic fort was also in The Dark Knight Rises, as Batman ascends from the prisoner pit.
Oh, freedom!
It's been a really dry and hot day, so we're gonna go get something refreshing. Food in India has been delicious but rich, so we're giving our stomachs a break with some healthy smoothies.
Nice to know there's at least 1 or 2 smoothie places in each of these cities. This is the Johnson Sweet House, where we can pick up a bunch of sweets and a variety of kachoris. The kachori is a popular Indian snack of this whole wheat fried bread, and it's usually filled with a bunch of different things. This one in particular is filled with onions, and apparently it's spicy. Oh, that's great. The inside, kind of like a mix of potatoes and onions, well spiced, has a nice little kick to it. and the outside is really flaky. It's kind of like an Indian fried hot pocket.
On the sweet side, you can try a few pieces and then assemble your own custom assortment of sweets.
Oh, we're like honey, yeah. Baklava?
Beach item.
This place is my heaven. I love achar, which is like an Indian pickle, but I love this stuff. That packs a punch. And they have so many different types here. Oh, I just wish I could bring it home. Can't fly with it. The achar guy gave us a recommendation, and this place looks pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go with this palak kachori chop. This is the biggest wok I've ever seen. I love the flavor of this. And I actually wish that this was just stuffed and packed full of the palak because the flavor is amazing. This was only 25 rupees. The kachori from this shop tastes a lot more similar to a samosa, which makes sense considering they cooked it in that same batch of oil from the samosas. It's time to check out the market street. So I'd have to say that the tourist experience in Jodhpur has been the most relaxing so far we've had in India. They'll definitely come and ask you if you want to check out your shop, but after one no, they'll let you onto your business. It's tuk-tuk time. There are a lot of really cute dogs, but there is also a lot of dog poop all over the place. It's a minefield.
Show us what He's coming back for more.
So we're taking a tour through the Blue City, and we've got our guide Raj showing us around, teaching us some of the cool cultural tips and tidbits of the area. So we learned that the blue buildings were actually made for the people of the Brahmin caste. And that blue color comes from a mix of indigo and limestone. The limestone would keep the building cool, and the indigo actually acted as an insect repellent. Even though the palace is actually a hotel that you could stay in, the king actually still lives there. So we finished our walking tour and it was super informative, but we are exhausted from such a long day. Thankfully, our hotel actually has a highly rated restaurant and it serves a bunch of Rajasthani classics. They actually serve a special type of gulab jamun, which usually is a fried dough ball that is served in a sweet syrup as a dessert. But here in Rajasthani area, there's this Jodhpur classic where it's served in curry instead. Excited to try it.
Well, it like melts away. The gulab jamun with dumpling is like almost tastes like an egg souffle, and the curry flavor is really good. Like the spice just warms you up. It's not what I was expecting. It kind of dissolved in my mouth, but in a like tasty way.
We also ordered the lal mas, a lamb curry specialty of the region.
What makes the lal mas unique is its red color, which comes from the locally grown Matania chilies of Jodhpur.
That lamb is nice and soft. Oh, that curry flavor. It's very, almost like, it's a very meaty curry. It's got a good level of spice. And the curry sauce is like a nice, spicy, peppery sensation. That lamb was delicious, and that burn is still lingering. So, need to quench it with a lassi.
Man on a mission!
We're at the Sri Vishalal Hotel, which is known to have the best Makhaniya lassi. So this lassi is a specialty of the region, and it's made up of buttermilk transformed into yogurt with cardamom and saffron. There's also a dollop of butter in here to give it an extra bit of texture.
Oh, this yogurt is flavored so well. The cardamom comes out and it's a beautiful brilliance to the flavor. Also, the butter isn't very chunky. It kind of just adds a slight amount of maybe creaminess to it. And wow, it's really delightful actually what it does to the texture of this lassi.
Jodhpur may be a small city, but it is rich with its own history and it's got a really awesome, unique cuisine.
I'd recommend Jodhpur for a first timer in India. Because of the small city size, everyone actually goes at a relaxed pace, so it's a nice introduction.
Tomorrow's our last day in India. We head back to Delhi before we take a flight out of the country. So we'll see you soon, friends.
Till next time!